Hey, I'm Abigail Kilmeier from the Love Victor Show, and you are watching the ARROYO Show. One girl commented on this video of me playing electric guitar in the studio. She's like, girls like her exist and society expects me to be straight? No, and that's like the best compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
Come on in, you guys. Welcome. This is the ARROYO Show. I am Brandon Arroyo. If it's your first time here, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. What a guest we have for you today from the hit show that you've been binge watching for the last couple of days, Love Victor. Please welcome Abigail Kilmeier. How are you doing today, Abby? Thank you for joining us. Abigail.
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's such a beautiful day, and it looks like you got some great guitars back there.
I do, thank you. These are my girls. Sadly, that's not all of them because I'm kind of a player.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I love them.
The question is, have you named the guitars yet?
I have. Okay, so the bass, the white one is named Courtney, after Courtney Love. The blue one is named Cafty, and then the acoustic one, which probably can't see, is named Alaska.
Just hiding back there. For those of you guys listening on the podcast, she's got this great, almost like a baby blue, sky blue electric guitar back there that's just wonderful right behind her. So thank you for showing us the whole group. All right, so Love Victor has been a major success on Hulu. When you look back at your time portraying the role of Wendy in season 1, what will you remember the most from the time that you spent on set?
I think the number one thing that I will remember is just how kind and welcoming everyone was to me on set. Love Victor really has the most amazing cast and crew, and they all work really well together. They had been filming for, I think, 12 weeks before I came on to film the finale, and everyone was super kind, and they treated me like I had just been there the whole time. We had some 15-hour days there on set, so it really makes all the difference in the world when there are people that you really enjoy working with.
The show has really gained a lot of traction. What do you think it is about this program that resonates with so many viewers?
Oh, I think there are so many reasons, but I think what's so enjoyable about it is that it's like a heartwarming, feel-good story, and it's the kind of show that you can watch with your parents, but at the same time, it kind of opens the door for conversations that might be difficult to initiate otherwise, and I think all the characters are going through different struggles, so it wasn't hard for everyone to find at least one character that they resonated with.
On the line with us right now, Abigail Kilmeier. You can see her portraying the role of Wendy in the show Love Victor, streaming now on Hulu. Very exciting stuff going on. So you recently posted a drawing of your character from a viewer on the show. What does it mean to you to have viewers that care so much for the character that you were portraying as well as the product that you were a part of?
It means so much. Like, you have no idea. The fans have been so sweet and so supportive, and I am just blown away by the amount of love and support they've shown Wendy. When the show first aired, people were like, Wendy deserved better, and they were like tweeting me and saying how they identified with her and that they felt bad for her because, no one wants to be the girl that gets left at the dance. And then in the last 2 weeks, the internet's just been full of so many wonderful comments and about Wendy and about, what they want to happen in her future, and they all seem to be rooting for Wendy for season 2. So it's been astounding. And the fan art is so cool. And I just want to say a quick, huge thank you to the fans for, I just want to say how grateful I am to be a part of a show that I would have loved to have watched whether or not I had been on it. And I'm honored to be a part of something that helps people be more comfortable with who they are and want to share that version of themselves with the world. So
Abigail, what I think is so cool is just that for fans that are a huge fan of the show, they could probably relate to you. The fact that you are a fan of the show as well, I think that just makes it so much of a great connection. Do you think that's why social media has been so strong with you and this character?
I think so. I remember saying to a lot of the main cast before the show aired, I may be a part of the show, but I am going to be fangirling about this when it comes out. Because it's a show I would have loved to have watched either way. It's my kind of thing.
All right, so you've taken part in some other big name shows, American Housewife, American Vandal. When you look back at your young career thus far, you're still so young in the game. What role stands out to you as the most memorable when you just think back on moments?
Well, it's definitely Wendy because she's so adorable and cute. But I did get to play a Courtney Love type character in a grunge band once, and I got to play bass and wear all these cool costumes. So that was cool too.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Just going back to that high school character real quick. In the show, Victor's a high school student. For many people, it's a tough time when you go through high schools. What tips do you have for viewers on making the most out of their high school experience?
I'm 19, so I'm right there with them. I definitely think the teen years are the hardest for a lot of people. So my advice is just to keep your head up and find something that you love, whether that's in or out of school. You know, when I was in school, I didn't have many friends, so I started practicing guitar and trying to write songs every day, and it worked out pretty well because I will be releasing 2 new original songs pretty soon, and I'll be releasing them under my artist name, Abigail Fierce. So,
Abigail Fierce, everybody go ahead and check it out. So you got the guitars behind you right there. When did you first start getting into the love for music? So I think let's open up this world right now. When did that whole music passion start?
Well, before I started acting, I started playing ukulele when I was about 11 or 12 and started trying to write songs. And then when I was 13, my family, we moved out to LA so I could pursue acting. And I had a lot of time on my hands because I became homeschooled at 14. And I would practice guitar and all that, like every day, and it just became something that I absolutely loved and wanted to make a part of my career. And I'm lucky enough to be in this world where I can try to do both. So
is the ukulele there with you? Do you still own it?
I do. I have about 3 or 4 in the closet, but really? they don't come out anymore because once you learn how to play guitar, it's like there's no going back.
Okay, you moved on to the next level. So what was first? Favorite. Was it guitar or bass that you learned first?
Guitar, for sure. And then I actually picked up bass because of that role that I was talking about where I played bass in the band. And now, like on my 2 original tracks, I play all of the instruments except for the drums. They're programmed. So I'm excited.
Learning so much about Abigail today. It's so great to have you on the show here with us. As we begin to wind down the interview a little bit here, we have what's called the Final 5. It is your who, what, when, where, and how of who you are at this point right now. The first question is the who. Who do you speak with the most right now?
Oh, definitely my mom. She's my best friend.
What item, other than your phone or computer, do you use the most each day?
My guitar, and it's always been my guitar, has been above my phone on the list until the past 2 weeks, in which case I have just been on my phone and interacting with the fans and reading about Love Victor.
Any fan stories that like really stand out to you in your mind of just like, oh my gosh, that melted my heart. I'm so happy that I got to speak with you. Or is it just the abundance of them in general that's going to stand out?
I mean, the abundance is amazing. Some of the like specific ones are so sweet. Like they love some of my lines. One girl commented on this video of me playing electric guitar in the studio. She's like, girls like her exist and society expects me to be straight? No. And that's like the best compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
Yes.
I'm just so thrilled just to see them, you know, it's amazing.
All right. When did you know that acting was something that you wanted to pursue?
When I was 8 years old, I played a snowflake in a school play, and my costume was a wrinkly, deflated Mylar balloon, and my dumbass was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I gotta ask you, are there any photos that exist of this snowflake anywhere?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to send me a copy of the photo? I would love to have it in the video here.
I will look through my Shutterfly account for you.
Oh. Thank you so much. And guys, if we do get that photo, it's going to be right here. This is Abigail the Snowflake. Let it warm your heart and send you to the winter fields in this summertime of the year. All right, where is your dream vacation?
Oh, probably Nova Scotia, but I've always wanted to visit Brazil. I think that would be so cool.
Oh, yeah. There's so many great places to see in this world that once things open up, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of traveling happening.
Right. You're right.
Final question for you. How do you define success?
To me, success is just showing up and putting in the work. And if you continue to do that, even when it feels thankless, people will take notice and it will pay off.
She is Abigail Killmeier. You can see her portraying the role of Wendy in the new Hulu series, Love Victor. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time, Abigail. Before we let you go, can we have you give us your little 20-second pitch on why people should step that last couple of steps and click into Love Victor today?
Oh my gosh, Love Victor is amazing because it's a heartwarming, feel-good story. You know, unless you're Wendy, in which case she's probably not feeling too great after that dance. But anyway, it's super cute, and there's, it has a great storyline, but there are plenty of hilarious moments to balance out all the drama, and I think you will not be disappointed.
Abigail, it was a privilege to sit here and chat with you for a little bit. We look forward to having our paths cross again in the future. We look forward to seeing more Snowflake performances and for seeing you perform on stage with the music as well.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a great time.